Hey guys, welcome back to Crafty Wife's channel. On today's video, I'll show you how to make my recipe on the pacaya dish. If you would like to learn this recipe, just keep watching.
To make my tomato sauce, I'm going to add in 5 tomatoes, 1/4 of an onion, 2 garlic, and I'm going to put it into boiling water. Put in my onion, the tomatoes, and we're going to let this boil for about 20 minutes on medium heat. And 2 garlic.
Ok, so para comerse la pacaya, para que no esté bien amargosa, lo vamos a hervir en agua. So lo voy a abrir, voy a sacar el agua de vinagre y lo voy a tirar y lo voy a poner en agua. So I drained out the vinegary liquid that was in the jar. Now I just have the pacaya vegetable in here, and I had my water boiling. So now I'm going to throw in the veggies. Just like this. This is how it looks like. Just throw them in there. And for about 10 minutes, we'll leave it in our hot water. So to pair my dish, I'm going to make some jasmine rice, white rice, with some corn as well, but I'm going to show you guys how I make it. So I've been boiling my water and I added in my jasmine rice. Now I'm going to add in my corn. I've already drained the liquid from the corn. I'm going to add it in here. And now I'm going to season it with this. This is a rice seasoning mix for white rice. So I'm gonna open this packet up, put in 1 packet, just like that. I'm gonna get it mixed in. Now, one thing you should never do when you are boiling rice or just making rice at all is never over mix. Once you cover, of course I just mixed it right now because I just barely added in my rice. But if you do over mix, you end up getting mushy rice and you don't want that. So you leave it alone, but you do add in your seasonings. So I'm gonna add in some salt, of black pepper, all right, now I'm going to cover my rice, and in about 15 minutes, my rice will be ready. I have it on medium heat. And I still have my pacaya here boiling. You can turn them around so they can evenly, cook. This just gets rid of the brine liquid and kind of softens them up. Back there, boiling. Okay, I've got 5 eggs. I'm going to remove the egg whites from the yolk in a separate bowl here, and I'm going to use my stand mixer, or you can use a regular whisk or a handheld whisk to mix in your egg whites and get it. If you were making meringue, that's how we're gonna want our eggs. So I'm gonna separate them right now and I'll show you guys the rest. I've already separated my egg whites with the yolk. Some of the yolk did get in here, but it wasn't a lot. The egg accidentally broke all the way in, so I saved it though. But first we're gonna start off with our egg whites to get the batter nice and fluffy. Okay. So I'm gonna start out at 4 and just let it whisk up. This is gonna take around 8 minutes to fully get that nice fluffy batter. Okay, so now that we have formed a beak in our egg whites, I'm going to add in one tablespoon of flour, some salt, about a teaspoon of salt, We're gonna whisk that in again. Egg yolks, one at a time. To remove the skins from the tomatoes and then make our sauce. So I'm going to pinch off the skins of the tomatoes. I'm gonna add in chicken flavored bouillon. Just open that. About a teaspoon of chicken flavored bouillon. Put in my blender for the sauce. My pan here. I'm gonna let that go to number 6. The rice is done already. Add in the pacaya to your egg mixture, and then you drop it in just like that. And add in another pacaya. Now I'm going to grab my dish that I lined with just paper towel. And I'm gonna put in the pacaya just like that. And I'm making my beans over there. I have my cheese in, gonna mix it in for the cheese to melt. So I'm gonna put my pacaya pieces in with the salsa. We have the rice, the white rice, beans, and the pacaya submerged in the tomato sauce. Here's my plate. I'm gonna put in some fresh cut onions over the top of my pacaya. I put some queso fresco over the beans. Then I put over some parsley. And here's my plate.